live! Hello, friends! Ooh, good evening. Yes, this is fantastic. I can't believe we're at episode 9 out of 10 of our second season!
Wow.
Wow, we've done so much. We've learned so much. We've all changed. Some of us more literally than others.
Yeah.
It is so good to be here with some of the coolest cats and Leonins on the internet, and and yes, I am happy to bring you all the Rising Hunger, a playthrough of the Empire of the Ghouls module. Ghouls by Kobold Press, who is sponsoring this season and next season, which is super awesome. So thank you for Kobold Press, who is also allowing us to give away a PDF copy of Warlock Grimoire 1 and 2. That's like 600 pages of quality Midgard material, of stuff that you can incorporate into your own campaigns and draw inspiration from. And so in the middle of the episode, we will be launching that giveaway for you all to enter. And then you'll have to stick around to the end when we will draw a name, and then you must be here to claim your prize. And yes, this is a horror stream, but, you know, tonight we're going to be playing some mini games, and bless you, my partner's having a sneeze, and
First game done.
Bam.
Peppered Paul's food. No.
Yes, and so we'll be, you know, playing some mini games, chatting with some new NPCs, and having a feast. So we don't anticipate any content warnings, but you know there is a general atmosphere of doom and gloom in this setting. So, yes, and with that, I am your storyteller this evening, Sage.
And I'm the Willy Boo at the Willy Boo, fun posting online, and hello, dog of mine. And for this evening, I am bringing for you one LuVon Chromarak, a recent Leonin monk, as it were.
Are you going to show Chance?
Is she coming up? No, she's just going to look at me. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
She might show up. We'll see.
I look forward to it. Hi, I'm Riana. Tonight, I will be playing, as always, Six Killer, the Kenku Paladin, who is very large and wonderful. I always love playing her.
Hi, my name's Matt. You can find me on the internets at Kentaro TPC. My pronouns are he, him, and tonight I'll be playing Valka Ilford, the fully monochromatic Shadarkai elf witch pretending to be an established private investigator who's on the case. I'm excited to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm muted. I'm not, okay. Sorry. And I'm Jen. I will be playing Marrowmorn Star tonight, as every Friday night. Your lavender Bork Bard Shade, who is very excited to have just received this sweet, searing light dulcimer after our, say, week and a half of puzzles on a special island. And I also brought a special snack that I will eat silently at some point, but only if we don't talk about it too much. Ranch flavored, baby.
Brilliant. I love it. And before we jump in, tell me, friends, what the heck happened last time?
Six Killer take, long nap.
And then you awoken.
And then wake up. Yes, wake up to puzzles. Many puzzles.
One was too many, yeah.
Yes.
We all got together. We solved that the axe throwing one.
Yeah.
Using the little Caesar shifting and then putting the axes in the correct place. That was cool.
It's really cool.
And wait, wasn't that the only one left?
That was the only
So,
one left.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Then play instrument.
Yeah, and then we met Cadence and Melody, the basically like music gods who had been trapped in this cool bone island made within their light castle with their child? Their offspring?
Yeah. Offspring. I mean, they reproduce asexually. You know, they're like amoebas. They kind of just splits off, and they're like, oh, here's a new one.
Yeah. They
There's
probably
a
actually
little
do
one.
call
It's
them
depressed.
Yeah, we'll create.
It's a little sad. It's been stuck here for about 300 years.
They're gonna create shoegaze. I already know it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
absolutely.
And getting the petals. Sorry. Yeah. My God, so many petals. Yeah, so I'm trying to look for the name of there was not the voiceless, but there's a dragon that trapped them there.
Zinroth.
Zimroth.
Simroth, the voiceless one.
Yeah, who trapped them there. And so we are going to figure out a way to cut off Simroth's access to the dwarves that help bolster their power.
It's an Entropy Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they took over a lot of dwarves. We gotta stop that.
Yeah.
Yes, and they've
Chance is
been...
helping too.
That's right.
Everyone's got to have a familiar.
I just picked up this dog somewhere.
This is good.
And yes, you all had found out that Simroth has trapped these two sort of embodiment of a platonic ideals of music in this castle to basically use them as a siphon to steal off their celestial power and draw it into something called the Lux Attilium, which you know not the purpose of yet, but you know that this Simroth lives at the Midnight Temple, which is where you believe the wedding to be taking place at. In the next about three-ish weeks from now. And so after that, the Cadence of Melody then gifted Marrowmorn this lovely instrument to her and was like, all right, well, you all are free to peruse our libraries while you can, and we'll answer what questions that we have for you, but you all... Marrowmorn apparently learned some drinking songs, some vampire
That's
drinking
right.
songs, very important Darkul drinking songs. I'm not sure exactly what the Darkul are drinking, but I suppose we'll find out. And yes, you all rendezvoused back at the Osprey with Captain... Oh dear God, I just super blanked on his
Shiloh?
name. Shiloh's his dog.
How was his not? Sorry, I always remember dogs more than people. Sorry, everybody.
Same, that's literally my job.
True.
Wow, brain just not having it today.
Captain Hot Pants.
Captain Halfling.
Captain Halfling.
Hathaway? No, that's not
No.
right. Chat, do you remember the captain's name?
I'm gonna have to go through my notes. Alright, well. You're a
He's the
lovely
captain.
captain who rides atop a large black dog by the name of Shiloh, who keeps a stern eye on him, and was prepared to bring you all up the River Tonder to the city, or very generously coined, city of Wolfsburg, where the Bellfire Fortress is, where the Spear Maidens call home, basically, when they're between missions. And so you all, got back on ship and started making your way from the sea back up this river. And so as you're traveling, you're coming up this huge and fertile delta where everything is sort of just generously shrouded in fog, and you see, let me pull up my map. Ha-ta-ta! As you're traveling up this delta over here to the south, and you see the city of Oberhausen, where you had stopped in. This city that's perched over this delta that is completely built atop of stilts and stretches out for several square miles. And as you sort of pass by, they stop for a moment to unload some goods, bring some goods back on, and then begin the way back up the river. And so this river is, if you're familiar with like the River Thames, it's about a mile wide. It is huge. and vast. And on both sides, it is lined with forest, essentially, until you get to the point where you see that it gradually turns into swampland, and you hear the chirping of crickets and the floating of of fireflies amidst this sort of watery landscape that you all are sailing through. And do you all have any like conversations that you want to have? You're free to talk to like any of the people on the boat, to each other. I mean, otherwise we'll just kind of fast travel.
Marrowmorn.
Marrowmorn turns away from the side of the boat where she was staring into the sea. Yes. Six killer.
Now have a fancy instrument. What do?
Oh yes. Cool. Right into it, huh? No booze or anything. All right. She pulls out her dulcimer that casts light around her. So it's a little performance area. Should we you want to hear a song?
Oh, if Marrowmorn want, yes. But Six Killer more ask, what do now? Just play? Just use?
Oh yes, I definitely think that we're going to use this baby in our fight against the Darkul, and vampires.
Mm-hmm. Powerful, yes?
I believe so. She checks in her rucksack to see if she was sent notes on this.
And God suddenly realizes, oh shit!
God was also not asked either, she So a dulcimer, you know how you can lay them on your knees and play them, or this one is more. I have like a little strap that yeah, exactly.
Marrowmorn, okay. Six Killer also wait for God to answer many times.
Oh no, I'm
worries.
just vamping.
No worries.
Sometimes it takes God a while. So this one, I prefer the kind that you can strap on, and she shows off her strap that like also has like embroidery on it of like maybe that's what she does spend some of her time in, is like embroidering little symbols. So she's got I got one for each of you actually. Two technically for LuVon because he went from a Dampier to a little lion, but it's like a really cute version, like
oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's kind of a way to show off time happening and like probably looks cool from far away.
Yeah, what is and this is like would be like Marrowmorn's sort of idealized image of what an instrument would look like, of what an instrument of this kind would look like. What does it look like for her as it's like sort of kind of begin to sort of meld and shift to her personal preferences and like aesthetic?
I mean, it probably looks horrifying to other people because it's like probably the torso, arms, and head of a skeleton that's like screaming Beatles style in those like clips of like girls freaking out, and then from that or maybe there's one hand up yet, and then that's the strings extend from like the skeleton hand of the skeleton from the phalanges, and then string back down into their ribs. So it looks pretty cool. There's also several places to hold on to it as well. So if in combat she needs to suddenly turn it around, she can bludgeon people with it. But hopefully wouldn't, because it's too beautiful, honestly. Or
if you want to play it with 5 hands.
Yeah, absolutely. This was made for multiple people to play as well. So she's like, anybody, yeah. Come on, you want to play over here too? Cool. And then she goes, oh yes, so when I play it, I can actually turn things undead. Nope, maybe.
Yeah, you can turn undead by presenting this instrument and striking a chord. So it basically functions as like the what's called the radiant librum, but in fact instead is your musical instrument that you can store it in a pocket dimension and then call it forth with an action, and then you can use it as like your arcane focus for all of your bard spells as well.
Perfect. Here's a question: since Marrowmorn is undead.
You pluck it and run.
You gotta drop it and get the fuck out. Since you're in sort of an imperfect undead, and since you are like using this, I would say that you're immune. But if someone else were to use this against you, you would be affected.
Cool. Yeah. Marrowmorn goes, I feel like God just told me I was imperfect, which I kind of knew, but like
It's kind of rude.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, tell me more about your god again. Rogalon, do they ever mention that you're like a sloppy second version of something, or like fell out of the mold too soon? Like,
she begins evangelizing. She's trying she is trying to convert you, in like not a terrible way, but yeah, she's gonna really hype up a Rowan.
Cool. Sorry, Sage, I had to.
You're good.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to trying this out. Not on you, obviously, but yeah, it also can wicked shred. So
Yes.
Would you like to hear a little song?
Yes.
All right. Are LuVon and Valka also up on the ship listening?
Yeah, Valka's like wandering around, going through his notes, scribbling in the notebook every now and then, having like a concerned look on his face, and then sometimes like peering off and scribbling on just something that's near him. But every time he does, you can't see any writing, either in his notebook or whatever he's writing on.
LuVon
You'll notice
look
if
at
you
that.
address him. Sorry, what was that, Willy?
LuVon's gonna probably look into your notebook as you're writing nothing and just like, oh.
Yeah, he's like very clearly writing symbols, but every time the quill strikes, it's just like he's just pressing into the page, and like he flips the page and he goes like back through some of his notes, and it's all just blank to you. And he'll probably bump into you actually, and he'll be, LuVon, I was actually hoping I could talk to you about some of the things I have gotten here. And he flips to a couple of pages, and he is like, sorry, what?
There are things here.
Yeah, it's in my own special code. You can't read it. It's very secret. Agfa told me how to do this. It's really cool.
The bird taught you how to write.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could show you how to see it, maybe. I don't know if you could. Can you detect magic at all?
I cannot.
Okay, good. Then you can't read it. My secret notes. But yeah, I've been going through these, and he like points to a specific page, and he goes, it's been a little while, but just looking around, I think we're missing something here. It might be important. It might be something that comes up to bite us in the ass later. But do you happen to recall what happened to our friend Snotrag?
Oh dear.
I was gonna bring it up, guys, because we went on break, and then I was like, okay.
Well,
I feel like we kind of left him somewhere, and he was very hungry, and that was kind of our responsibility.
This is very true. I'm not going to suggest anything that might have actually happened per se, but I want to say that we took care of the problem. Right,
yeah.
God?
Yeah, we definitely didn't go on break for season 2 and forgot to keep Snotrag with us and immediately went on an adventure.
Especially not after treating him like one of our own children, and then...
Yeah.
Certainly not.
Hey
We're
man,
going to go to the
retcons
Bard
happen.
convention and hear about the saga of Snotrag from everyone else, and we do our little song trades.
Snotrag is with the Jesus Christ.
He's with
The
Jesus.
thorny
Thank you.
people.
I wanted Jesus.
He's not with Jesus.
Soon to be.
He's not with Jesus.
Oh,
maybe
He's not
not
out on a farm.
Maybe
Well,
that's
He
not
is
even possible for
He
him
didn't-
anymore.
Sorry,
He didn't move to Arizona. Stop
Traveling
lying.
softball team. What?
he's not on a farm upstate. No, he's
Yeah.
with the order that Stella was a part of.
That's right.
It worked out.
Oh, yeah. Well, good.
God.
So we didn't just leave him somewhere where he's going to get really hungry and cause problems.
Like we did with Stella.
Right. Well, Stella, I think, is
All I
fine.
can take care of.
Stella is a very
Stella's fine.
capable person.
Ella.
Stella.
No, I understand. Snotrag's hunger. He should be in a good place right now.
That's good. I'm going to trust your judgment on this because I know that you've had some firsthand experience with this sort of thing. The other thing I want to talk to you about is it's been a little while. We've done some trips. We've gone and seen some stuff, run some chores, and we've sort of put this on the back burner for the time being. Even now, we're kind of on our way to do something else. But what are you prepared to do with Penelope if the worst case scenario comes to be?
I'm very frustrated that I have lost the lead on Penelope for the time being. But should we conclude our business and Penelope is nowhere to be found, the first thing I need to do is go back to her grandparents, as it were.
Whereabouts are they? Do you know?
Back at Town 1.
And he starts writing.
Town 1.
What
Back
do
in
you,
Helbron.
Helbron.
Yeah.
Okay, Chance agrees.
Sounds good.
What do you suppose you're gonna do in that sort of case? Like, are you going to try to bring her to them, or do what you can to make sure she can't do anything destructive, and then figure it out from there?
I mean, as it stands right now, the longer she causes any sort of problems, anyone that she barks at, kills, that's on my hands.
Yeah.
And I will own up to it.
It's really hard to like think about that with these barking fish around here.
There's a dog on deck, guys. It's Shiloh.
I don't think it's Shiloh though. I know a barking fish when I hear one.
So Shiloh took one of Shiloh's been got a little bit of that helium balloons. That's why the box so small.
Yeah.
Of course.
Valka puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, if you need someone to help you do something that is going to be hard, I want you to know that I'm going to be here for you in that case. I'm used to making uncomfortable decisions.
Thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate that support. But I do have a question for you, Valka.
Yeah.
It seems that we've all been having interesting dreams, as it were. Have you felt any sort of impulses lately?
Let me think. I mean, normally when I go and I lay down and I have my little trances, usually nightmares waiting for me when I get to that place, which is why you see Agfa talking to me during the night. He keeps me distracted from those thoughts. So I don't go to the place where well, I shouldn't talk about that actually. But aside from that, I haven't felt compelled in any sort of direction. I haven't heard whispers from the sea or songs from a bone island or visions of a Spear Maiden. I just had the one, I guess, prophetic dream about the Sphinx in a library, which doesn't make sense because I kind of came out here in the first place looking for a book, and if you're gonna find a book somewhere, it's probably gonna be in a library or someone's pedestal in front of a sacrifice or in a desk behind some stuff where no one wants you to see it. Like if you're messing with accounting and don't want to be caught funneling funds to where they're not supposed to. Anyways, it seems like it's on the up and up. And I have to assume, based on the fact that I've run into all three of you, and most importantly, I ran into Six Killer, who I guess is kind of like a sign that I'm on the right path. I assume that just by following you all around, I'm going to get to where I'm supposed to be going.
Very fair. Well, if you do feel that pull and you suspect your library is nearby, we'll make sure we go in there with you.
All right. That's probably for the best. Lately, I seem to be getting myself into more dangerous trouble than usual.
Nothing we can't handle.
Yeah. Well, you can handle. I'm a little bit of a sponge. Well, no. Well, historically, supposed to look. I'm kind of like skin and bones. I mean, I can lift a piano, but I'm not as tough as I would otherwise seem. But I mean, I don't mean to downplay the fact that you died instead of me. I should have been the one that died there. I'm definitely not the tough guy here.
No. It's quite all right. And I'm not going to wrap my head around the piano, but skin and bones thing. That's curious, but aside the point. We're here in the now.
Yeah. And that's as good as it's going to get, probably.
That's right.
Unless I figure out something else. Unless Agfa's got some trick about being in the then or soon to be. Maybe I'll ask him about that. I've been asking him about the Entropy Dragon, but he hasn't come up with anything particularly useful yet. I'm not really sure what to do with something like that. I mean, we could just hit it a lot, but that seems like a good way to get killed.
Punching entropy itself.
Yeah.
It's not the worst option.
Violence sure has been the solution so far.
Right.
So it sounds like a Persona like side boss. You have to fight entropy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll figure it out. Maybe we'll have a stroke of brilliance right when we're all about to die, and it'll be like a friendship thing. I don't know.
Or maybe we'll have a stroke. Who knows?
There you go. That could be the key. We don't know.
Is that a grim conversation over there?
I'm sorry.
What talking? What talking of?
Talking about entropy and Penelope and other things that rhyme with those two words. Yeah.
P, that's right. I mean, while you're on a boat, you can't really make that go faster, so you have to fill the time somehow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, we're just looking at the two of them like, what is happening? To miss something. I think that's the only thing.
Well, Marrowmorn plays song. Come listen.
Yes, of course. Would you like a one you can participate in, or one I just sing? I've got a couple, so do whatever you want.
Why don't you lead us in singing? Because I'm afraid I might get out of sync. I don't have a good rhythm on this boat here.
All right.
Just on the boat, though. Everywhere else is fine.
Yeah. All right. I'll start with just this really short one. I found it, and I'm not gonna lie. It's a little particular to our plight. It's kind of odd, almost a prophecy. She kind of just little fingers tinkling over the dulcimer, and I assume Sigurd is around too, and just kind of like, all right, finally they're pulling their weight. I mean, I guess we're paying them too. So she goes, all right. Dark who'll be fools when they are wed, dead downstairs and dead in the head, craven face, eyes so yellow, never so mellow in darkness place. And she's like, I'm still trying to get it, but then there's a bridge, and it just like goes into this chorus, and it's like, dark who's only fools crash a wedding in the spring. It's true, me and you and you might be meddling. So it was kind of weird to read these words in that library, because it seemed to be, it's like what we are doing.
Song call All Party Fools?
It was called TPK. I don't know what that means.
Curious.
Interesting.
Total Party Krill? No.
I don't know.
Take inspiration if you don't have one.
Take it. But I got a cheery one too. And I think it's one you know. So do you mind singing a little bit? When I point to you and you will sing these lines. Roll your leg over, roll your leg over, roll your leg over. It's better that way. You can do that?
Six Killer will physically like move her leg in an awful position because she's a bird. What mean?
It's
Six Killer not know this one, no. What mean?
What? I think if you hear a couple of these limericks, you'll figure it out. It's kind of a puzzle in itself, but like a fun one you listen to and drink to, right? We're all drinking them out of the time?
Right, of course.
All right. So there's one for it. See, it's pretty classic. So if all of the lassies were boats on a sea. Say it, no. Oh, I already messed it up. I'm so drunk. No, I'm not drunk. If all of the lassies were sailors at sea, I'd be the master and I'd let them climb me. And roll your leg over, roll your leg over, roll your leg over.
Yes. Most men smaller than Six Killer. Yes.
Yeah. See, it's perfect. Well, there's a couple more. I won't take you too long. I'll just kind of run through them. But if all of the lassies were vampires so sweet, I'd offer myself and let them drain out my meat.
Why would you do that?
Again, these were lyrics I found in the library.
Oh,
These are not mine. No, I'm just
not know.
Yeah.
Six Killer not feel that one appropriate.
Okay, well here's one more. If all of the laddies were dark cool on a hunt, I'd unbutton my dress and I'd show them my ankle. Well, nobody's clapping, so you're welcome.
The sailors are like applauding. They love it.
I've got to type. I can clearly see. Yes.
Marrowmorn, I'm concerned about that last one. I felt like you were building to some kind of rhyming scheme, but it didn't go anywhere at the end.
Oh yeah, it was it could have been some other words, couldn't it have been? It's sort of like you set up some expectations and then you dash them to the rocks.
I'll come up with some words, see if I can help you with that.
You'll see if you can help me. Well, she's like, so those, there was a little bit of darkness in there, a little bit of light, a little bit of sex. It's all part of the wedding, right? It's all part of life. Six Killer, I can't tell if you're just so angry.
No, Six Killer does not understand most things coming to sex of other bipedals. Aarakocra Kenku, much different. Yes.
Oh my God, you're right. I'm so. You know what? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. She's like pulls out a piece of paper and like.
vampires just willingly, and then
All right.
Oh my goodness, this is fantastic.
And she's like, okay, all right. It's how about this one? If all of the laddies were feathered Aarakocra who like to say Akka, I'll be six killer and let them lick my cloaca. Nope.
That not
roll
how that
your
works.
leg over, roll your leg over.
That not work.
It's easy that way.
Thank you. Yes.
I mean, it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
That's all
I
right.
think
I tried to end it with Aarakocra and then realized my mistake. It's like, you know what? It's just a work in progress.
It's okay. I think if you just sing it, it'll like come together. Like people won't notice it, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Or people will just kind of like get along
But does
with
that
it.
make six killer? Is that kind of like puts it in better terms for you?
Not lick. No, not work like that. Beak not go there. No.
Right.
Green.
You see, and she will sit Marrowmorn down and explain in awful detail exactly how cloacas work.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're not gonna like it.
You're not gonna like it.
Not gonna like it. And you know the rest of the ride for the day passes in awkward detail.
Yeah, very awkward detail. You know the phrase in Lord of the Rings where it's like one ring to rule them all, one wing to buy them. It's that, but one hole. And yeah.
Oh,
now I have to figure out what that would
spicy
be.
Food.
No, that what laying egg feel like.
Oh, good God.
Oh goodness. And yeah, so it's about a 4-day trip up the river, and so
That's 4 days of cloaca talk.
Oh Lord. Marrowmorn definitely has time to refine some lyrics and try out some new verses.
Next. Yeah.
There we go. Beautiful.
Yeah. The trick is the actual act doesn't mean anything. It's all the mating stuff leading up to it. That's what you have to make fun of.
Mm-hmm. And yes, eventually you all come to this medium-sized town of Wolfsburg, where everything has a sort of like Bavarian architecture, where it's like these, like, you know, those little perfect German houses with the wooden like X's across, and they go up a little bit wider on the second floor with these like very angled sloping roofs. And it is completely, it's a dour town. It's depressing looking around. Everyone is just like head down, going about their day, kind of like no one smiles. Like no one's even heard of smiling here. And as the boat pulls up to the dock, and you see that Captain Sigurd eventually, you know, starts levying commands for all the sailors to get loading and unloading stuff, and all the Spear Maidens pack up all their belongings, and they're like, and one of the leader, and she's like, all right, well, thank God we made it. We're all in one piece. You all are free to, you know, explore around the city. I mean, there's not really a whole lot going on here. Or you all can come straight with us to the fortress, and we can get you settled with rooms and everything. It's really up to you all.
Well, we gotta make sure these Spear Maidens get the care they need.
That's right. Including the bitey one.
Especially
Yes.
the bitey one.
Especially the bitey one. And so, what was that? Oh, that was Dagmar. And so, the bitey one is Dagmar. And so, Astrid will say to you, all right, well, I guess, yeah, let's go there first. We can get settled in. It'll be good to introduce you to the Grand Imam, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of business to attend to, and we'll have so much to catch up on. Okay! Kind of puts on this face like, I'm ready to be a leader.
You'll still come with us afterwards, right? For
Yes, of course. That will be the first, I'm sure, one of the first things that we discuss with her as we. I mean, we've been gone for months, and yes, we will ensure that we can lend our aid, however best we can. And they will start leading you all through this city. It's very gray. It's very dim. There's like no color. You can see that there are basically 3 large sort of manor houses at the opposite ends of town that sort of stand like ominous waypoints that leads on to either forest or swamp or treacherous mountainside or to the sea just north of you. And they'll wind you through. Basically, everyone, as you all, this sort of interesting and motley crew of you, start walking through the town, they all of the people pretty much give a slight bow of recognition to each of the Spear Maidens as they're winding through the city, and then they all look at you with this sort of cocked and confused expression and sort of scowl, and then put their heads back down and keep going about their business.
Warm.
Yes. And eventually one of the maidens, the elven woman Hilda, will say, "I'm really sorry about everyone. We really didn't choose to have our headquarters here. They're not nice. I mean, like, they're nice once you get to know them. Once you buy everyone a drink, they'll warm up a little bit, but yeah, they're just not welcoming."
Because
I'm used to it.
presence of wolves make too many people upset. Too many wolves. Many wolves, yes.
Well, yeah, there are wolves, but it's a hard living here. I mean, wherever there tends to be like untamed wilderness, there tends to be huge threats that come in from the Shadowfell. So everyone here is always on edge, always alerted to the fact that there's danger, and that's kind of why we have our fortress here. Because, to protect these people, and because we're the easternmost edge of Oberheide, and to keep these threats from going further into the country. And so they're all just a little hardened.
See that? Like, and they probably, people always, like, come and stock up here and, like, make promises and then die in the woods and then, or the wilderness, and then, yeah.
Yeah,
broken hearts.
Literally.
One of the orc women, Sif, she says, "Yeah, exactly. And this being the main hub between two big cities, everyone's always just passing through, unloading goods, and then just like, you just never see them again." And so eventually they wind their way up towards sort of the most eastern edge of town, where you see this huge stone fortress, where you can see at the center of it is this large tower that is a peaked atop of it is a bell tower. And they all bid you a welcome to Bellfire Fortress. They'll lead you across a stone bridge where you can see that a gate lowers to allow you passage across. And they very easily wind their way through the series of halls and corridors, which eventually lead into this large throne room, where you see, sitting on top of a gently sort of carved boulder, is this Goliath woman who has this sort of pale white skin and these tattoos that sort of dance across her skin in this like dark sort of navy ink, and she's wearing this gown of like river stones that have been woven together with threads of moss, and she has epaulets of shelf fungi that sort of gently drape over her shoulders. And here you see that her hair is this like weave of fungus and like those like really geometric slime molds.
Love a good slime mold.
Oh.
and she does not stand as you all enter, but she instead remains seated as she beholds this group of 6 spear maidens, one of them who is, bound in ropes that one of the other maidens is leading in, and you 4. And you see Astrid, the sort of the human woman who's been sort of the leader, and she steps forward and bows in front of this woman, and she says, Grand Imam Hera, we bring waves of news and trouble and grave tidings. And the rest of the Spear Maidens come up to meet her on the line and kneel before this woman. And they say, there's so much that has gone wrong, but we are here, and for the most part we are safe, and it is thanks to these 4 individuals that we have even been able to make it here. And this woman, she sort of gently raises her hand to motion for the group of them to stand. And she stands up and she very glides basically over to these women, and she inspects each of them. Does she leave
us a slime mold trail?
She does not. Like a snail. And she examines each of them, and then she stops in front of the one who is like chomping and thrashing against her against the ropes, and she says, "Dark times indeed." And she motions the 4 of you to step forward.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello?
Good evening.
Hi.
How's it going?
Stunned. Yeah.
And this woman is towering. She's about 7 feet tall. And so she is just this force to behold in front of you. You can feel this sort of power radiate off of her.
Finally, someone my height.
I know.
6 killer, everyone.
6 killer. Actually, you have to look up a little bit at her, which is would definitely be a new feeling. And she'll extend a hand to each of you to meet you. And as she sort of, if you give her your hand, there is this moment where she looks you so deeply in the eyes, it is invasive. And she says, "Pleasure to meet you all."
Hello.
Welcome to Bellfire Fortress. I thank you for bringing back some of my best fighters to me. A shame not in the state that they left, but we will see what we can to improve things. Since you all were their rescuers, I bid that you stay and enjoy a nice respite here. And tonight, to celebrate the return of my Spear Maidens, we shall feast and we shall have games. And I would love it for you all to come and to celebrate with us. And our celebrations will be a bid to the Valkyries, to beseech them to bestow their blessings back onto our Spear Maidens to restore their power.
Oh.
I'm free.
I'm game.
Sorry. Marrowmorn looks at everyone.
No, it's okay. Just volunteer me. It's fine. I was gonna be here anyway.
Yeah, 6 killer. 6 killer go.
Excellent.
Yeah, then. Of course.
You all will be given rooms. Our celebrations will begin tomorrow. We'll make our preparations this day. And I would love to hear from you all after you all get settled. enjoy a bath, a change of clothes in about an hour, so to come and tell me of what news you bring to Bellfire. I have divined certain ill portents, and perhaps you can give me clarity on what I've seen.
Eyes sliding over to Dagmir. Yes. We would definitely do that. Thank you for your hospitality.
And she sort of motions for an individual, another woman who is standing over into the corner of the room, who you can see is decked out in full, beautiful, shining plate armor. And she sort of briskly jogs over to Hera and says, and, waits with her head down. And she says, yes, Kavir, show these individuals to the rooms, give them a map of the town, let them know what they can see and do and everything, and she just kind of motions with her hand like, do the thing. And you see this dwarven woman with sort of this bright blue, tight blue curls will lead you off down a series of corridors to some rooms. And she'll begin giving, as she walks through, she'll basically give like a history lesson of the fortress, being like, it was first constructed and we believe like 3,000 years ago by and we'll point out different parts of the architecture as she's, giving like the fast tour on the way to the barracks.
Nice.
And yeah, you are given some modest accommodations, a bed, a chest, a desk. That's pretty much it. Pretty Spartan.
Perfect. It's drab. It's a little bit dark. It's perfect.
Is there we have to call for a bath? Is there a big bath, like a bathing area?
There is like a huge bathhouse portion.
I just imagined a very large bird bath that they wheel
That's
in.
what I'm looking for. That's what she's gonna do. Regardless of whether it's a bucket or some fancy baths in England, that type of thing.
Are you hoping your water is coming out of the mouths of small birds or like humans or something?
Or a fish.
Stone versions, that is, obviously.
I mean, ideally it's fish. Or where they say it's it's a dolphin, but it looks like a fish, and you're like,
Yeah.
they can't go on ships, they don't know what a fucking dolphin looks like. But yes. She wants to go take a bath.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Kavir will point out, we'll basically give the basic directions in the tower to orient yourselves. There's the mess hall, there's the sort of chill out and, the hangout lounge, there's the baths, and then she'll also inform you that in the city, the main place where people congregate is the Shouting Sail Tavern. It's the only tavern in town. If you need to pick up any sort of general goods, there's Bill Drafts Mercantile, and, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, I just personally rolled a insight of how does Six Killer feel about this, and I got a 17. So I feel like she feels this place is pretty safe. And so what she does is she takes off her armor right there in the room and then walks to the baths.
I mean, basically for Six Killer, this is essentially the Vatican for Orogalon.
That is true. So, yeah, she is walking naked to the baths.
Power
Take
move.
the armor in with her.
Fair.
You can clean it there too.
Really?
No, you must oil in rooms. Keep away from water.
Kavir will say, we do have a smithy here. We also, where they could, get out those dents and polish it if you'd like.
Six Killer, naked, holding the armor. We'll go back and get the armor and say, where's Smithy? Yes. Yes, bring two. Bring two Smithy, I do.
Brilliant. Yeah. What are you all gonna enjoy a bath?
Yeah, Marrowmorn's gonna be like, do we need to bring our own bath salts and apothecary needs?
You're welcome to bring your own, but there is a stand there where, they have weekly blends that the gnomish alchemist Jeswin, that she brews up.
Oh, perfect. Excellent. Love it. Thank you.
She's gonna
like
nudge
been dreaming of a bath.
Yeah. Six Killer will nudge Marrowmorn and be like, religion not so bad, yes? Yes?
Right.
Yes?
That's how they get you.
A great welcome package.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what got Six Killer. Let's be real. But no, Six Killer is entirely naked. She's taken off the robe underneath, like anything, like the padding, everything. She'll wash that separately and then go give the armor to the smithy. And guys, it's just all feathers. You're not gonna see anything anyway.
Marrowmorn's maintaining constant eye contact. Nothing like eyes never straying. She's like, nice try. I've been around naked dead people for most of my life, so parents trying to freak her out. She's just like, Can't speak for the other two or three, including Agfa.
Just feathers.
I don't think Agfa would be at all concerned. Probably because of the size difference, and also Agfa is kind of in his own world. And Valka is like sex blind. He doesn't understand these things. He doesn't even like consider them.
Guys, she doesn't have bird titties. You can't see anything.
We're only talking about it because you started talking about it. You made it a big deal, so we're answering in kind. You also gave Marrowmorn a 3.5-day discussion of everything under the feathers.
You can't see anything. There's just feathers.
Again, yeah, she's not looking. She's
asking
not
a lot of questions already answered by my shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No.
I haven't been to a Six Flags in so long.
No. She's just a big bird, guys. You don't go outside in your parking lot and
no
ask
one
the
cares,
grackles.
Rihanna. You're the one who's making a big deal.
Well, no, because specifically you're like, you're not looking anywhere. I'm like, there's nowhere to look.
Well, I mean, after Six Killer gave such a graphic description of Chloe, because it's just all you're gonna see when you see Six Killer naked from now on. It's just visuals.
I guess.
Like somewhere under all of that
gibbering
is a cloaca.
cloaca. Yes.
Oh my
just
god.
everywhere.
New D&D monster.
It's not like she dropped her pants and showed you.
You made it sound that way. That's all I'm saying.
You drew out the details, hoping someone would pick up these chromes. Here we are, sweeping up behind you.
Oh man.
Oh goodness. Well,
funny.
you all can freshen up the bathhouse as you're walking around the fortress. I mean, sort of the first thing you notice is that there are no men. There are only women that live here. And so eventually when you go to find like where the bathhouse is, the attendant will be like, no. We'll look to LuVon and Valka and be like, no, you all need to go over here. Which is into a much smaller building. With the baths.
Right.
I don't get it, LuVon. Why are we being treated like this? Why can't I just hang out with my friends?
It's customary, I'm sure. There's no need to worry. We'll return back to them in a short while, of course.
All right, let's go bathe together, I guess.
Okay.
Wow.
And yeah, these baths are incredibly lavish. It is basically just like the inside of this like marble palace where it's very Roman with these like large flowing baths, and you see, they're just tons of naked women, with their jugs of water and shampooing, and Jessamine will hook you up with the latest brew. What would be the what's Jessamine's brew that smells really good? What are the herbs and spices?
Here, shuffle my cards.
Ooh, yeah.
I got. It's probably gonna smell like shit. Well, white Bryony, and whatever that is.
No idea what that is.
And Rose.
Oh,
Yes,
Rose.
We'll do some rose hips. Yeah.
Kind of shuffle it. And forget-me-nots.
Okay.
If they have a smell, sure. A lot of roses. I feel like it's rose heavy.
Yeah, rose tends to overpower everything, but you get little notes of everything else.
Yeah.
And yeah, you all get to freshen up, put on some clean clothes. They'll all give you like basic vestments that you all can wear, so you don't have to, while your clothes can be laundered, if you would like.
I think Valka is going to wash himself and then put on the exact same robes that he always wears.
Well, I mean, if that's what you do, that's... No, right, sure.
I just feel comfortable on them.
That's fair. I mean, it has your own scent. I get that.
Yeah, it's almost waterproof by this point.
Oh.
Jen wants to know if they just stood, if the robes just kind of stood there after you took them off, like you didn't have.
I feel like we've seen them move on their own.
They just stand up.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think after bath time is a good time to open up our giveaway for our friends.
Keyword bath time.
And so, all right. And so, as a reminder, you all have to stay around until the end as we draw our winners, and you must be here to claim your prize for Warlock Grimoire 1 and 2, 600 swell PDF pages of some quality Midgard materials. ! Feast is what you must enter in the chat to win. And fantastic. And so, either taking a change of clothes or putting back your own, and getting freshened up, putting down your stuff, you can put it into the chest and get it all nice and everything. And you are, sure enough, after exactly an hour... Corn nuts, get out of here. Sure enough, after exactly an hour, there is an attendant standing in the hall outside of your rooms who is ready to escort you back into the throne room. And they'll lead you back to Grand Imam Hera, and who you can see that the Spear Maidens have already filed back in, and they are, you can see that they're a set of 10 chairs that are lined out ready for you, so you can all sit and face her and deliver what you have heard. As you all are brought in, they're in the middle of conversation, and you all, and Hera will motion to these empty chairs, these 4 empty chairs at the end of the row. They'll say, please sit. They have just begun to tell me of what transpired, of what happened when they went out to honor Saint Adeline, as we do every year, to commemorate her death, to commemorate her sacrifice, and how they were captured by these Darakul. Tell me, have you all encountered them? What has your experience been? Have you any idea of what their plans might be? It is so unusual to see undead such as this striding around above surface.
Posture check and hydrate check.
Oh, good, because I'm sitting like...
I was sitting...
Ugh, there we go.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Hydrate is...
Marrowmorn, LuVon, 6 killer. How much do we want to tell?
6 killer says everything. It's her pope, guys.
That's true, too.
Fair.
Would you believe us if we told you that there is to be a wedding?
Weddings are a source of powerful ritual energy. That would certainly not surprise me, but that would intrigue me. Who is the wedding to be between?
Bad and bad.
Fabulous.
Vampires.
Morena of the vampires, and the king of the Darkools.
Yes,
a crowned Darkool.
Yeah, you all know it is to be Emperor Nicophorus the Pale,
That's right.
and the Queen of the Vampires, Queen Magdalena Vaughn.
Montrak.
Dragon.
Must have made these names along with the is a ghost.
Argos.
Argus. Yeah, sorry. Is a biter, whatever. It was beautiful. Like Mark, right? Like
Lichmark, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're they don't mess around. So interesting. Typically, I mean, I don't know the full history between, the Blood Kingdom and the Ghoul Imperium, but they have always been enemies. It is interesting that now they have formed an alliance so strong as to become married.
I do believe there's a point of them marrying, and it's sort of to open up. I can't quite recall if it was hell or not, but to make the surface world overcome with darkness. So, kind of not a good thing.
Bad.
Otherwise, we totally, we wouldn't care really. But it's kind of like the death of everyone and everything,
Mm.
I mean, we would, we're not in the business of breaking up weddings. It's not like we're not couples for matrimonies.
Mm.
Oh.
Interesting. And have you encountered any? I mean, of course, we are all enemies by being the nature of the living. But have you encountered any other sort of factions that might be against them? Ones that we might be able to employ against this alliance?
Yeah, there's the glowy eye guys.
The Order of the Ebon Star.
Yeah, the Order of the Ebon Star. It's right here in my notebook.
They help.
Nothing.
Yes, helping.
Yeah.
Would you believe us if we told you more ghouls?
That
Different
would surprise
ghouls.
me.
Well, prepare to be surprised. It's more ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So a faction that has split off from the Ghoul Imperium is now rising against them.
Yes. So get this order and our order and more help and go stop wedding. Yes.
And this wedding is to be when?
And we tell them the date.
Spring.
It was like I think it was a month from.
So
a couple times
In
ago.
like 3 weeks from now.
Yeah,
so about
it's
3
very
weeks
soon.
from now.
Okay.
And she will say, "This is troubling and fascinating indeed. You all have done some investigating, I'll say that. Since you all have been..." Valka, like, straightens his head. I'm glad you noticed. I am willing to lend the force of our soldiers here. Since you all have seemed to have gathered the most information, to have the best idea of what is going on, I will let you all tell us where you need us to be. Of course, with this wedding, we shall do what we can to stop it.
Oh.
And I believe this is a special circumstance that if you all celebrate with us tomorrow, and help us give praise to Arogalon and to his Valkyries, that I believe if you win enough favor, you will be able to ask something of the Valkyries personally. They would be a powerful force, an ally to have on your side in these dark times to come.
Yes.
We would love to join you tomorrow.
It's true. It's just like Marrowmorn volunteered for me. It's true.
So I thought we just said me, and then everyone looked at me weird.
No, it'll be worth our time. Absolutely.
How many Spear Maidens are they offering?
So they're like the Spear Maidens are just like this force of 6.
Okay.
But there are definitely like lower tiered soldiers. And she will say that she can offer up basically 250 soldiers.
Oh, thank you, Hera. Jeez.
That's a lot of soldiers.
250 soldiers, 6 Spear Maidens.
That means we can walk right into
Well,
the front.
five Spear Maidens or 6?
Well, we'll see.
5.5. We'll see what happens.
Order of the. All right. Tick tock, numbers up.
Fantastic. So basically how this is going to work is that for you, in order to earn enough favor to beseech the Valkyries to make a plea to them, you all are going to earn what are called grace points. And so
Good boy points.
Good boy points. So, in order to earn grace points, for each of you who participate in any of the games, you will earn 1 point. If you win any of the games, you will earn another point. So, one point per game per character. And then, within each of the games, there are specific extra little things that you can do to unlock extra points. And then, taking part in the final ceremony will earn you another one. Oh, I'm looking at them. And then, anything else that you all can think of in unique ways to contribute, you can earn some points for too. So you will need 10.
10 points.
Total or
10 points total for your party.
Okay.
Is there a prize counter? Are we turning these grace points for soldier tickets, like with like
It's like a,
kazoo and like some other bouncy ball? Okay.
They take a
Definitely.
soldier down off the wall.
yeah.
Which one has the most amount of ticket rates, even if it's really monotonous?
It's the thing where like the light goes around in a circle and you hit it at the right
and
time.
we can cheat that if all 4 of us pick a corner.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, before we get to the next day, to cut to the day's activities, is there anything that you all would like to do within the keep, within the town?
Probably find a bit more fancier vestments, so to speak.
Yeah, there is a clothier that you can all hit up, get some new threads.
You know what? We can work with this. It's a little drab, but if you combine it with that, then don't worry about it, okay? Valka, you sure you don't want a new robe, perhaps?
Oh, no. No, these are good. They've been serving me well. They're very durable, and it's hard to find them in this kind of quality. Thank you, though.
Fair enough.
If you find a jar of eyeballs, though, I'll take those.
I don't think they have them at the clothier, unfortunately. But I will keep my eye out. Wink.
Thank you.
Marrowmorn goes, the eyeball tisserie is right over here. It's just a regular bakery. Sorry.
Oh, unfortunate.
Sorry, Riana.
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel like I should go pray in my Vatican before
Definitely.
all this.
You would know that that at twilight would usually be like the optimal. It's like the praying time is like it goes from from light to dark. It's like to sort of symbolize the passing of a life. Is usually when they hold like sort of mass that you can attend.
I'll be in the very back for actual mass, which I'm sure is very beautiful and touching and moving. Maybe stained glasses of mushrooms and dogs and such, casting beautiful light. But I really want to wait until everyone's kind of gone so I can pray by myself.
Yeah, for sure. You can wait till everyone sort of falls out until there's, like a last handful of people who are sort of scattered amongst these like stone pews. And you can definitely have some privacy as you reach out to your god.
Six Killer kneels and says, I guess in her head? No, it's Six Killer. She would say it out loud. Maybe softly, but a rogue-a-lot. Best god. Good god. Six Killer, no. Six Killer, not best acolyte. Six Killer, take job seriously, but not super seriously. Six Killer, know this place important to you. So Six Killer just want to say, thank you. Thank you for help. Thank you for party. Thank you for not so bad things happen in end. So, Rogalon, see you tomorrow. And then she'll go to bed.
Lovely. Yeah, so you all are able to pass the day, kind of relax, get a chance to unwind, and you all wake the next morning and you hear just the bustling of people running down the halls carrying things, and you hear the morning bells toll for breakfast, and you see all of these women file out, take their meals, and then begin their day's work of prayers, of fighting, of training, of running around doing tasks, making sure to extra clean everything. And so the games that you all can play, as sort of after with the bustling of activity, there are feats of finesse. So you can do a short bow contest, and whoever gets the typical archery contest to see whoever gets the most points wins. There are some feats of strength, so you can do an axe throwing, and you can also participate in something that is called the Crown of Kings, where you have to lift up boulders onto barrels. And then there is a melee trial, so you go one-on-one with one of the Spear Maidens. And whoever gets, you can either do sort of melee, or you can do a wrestling, and whoever is knocked out or taps out first loses. And then there is a boasting contest. And then the evening will basically conclude just before the feast with a snake handling ritual.
Oh. At least some of those Southern Baptists. Oh, okay. Well, I'll try and do some of the athletics stuff. Maybe try that. If anyone wants to try something else.
See.
Many of these are uniquely something Valka is not qualified for.
Wasn't there a boasting competition?
There is.
A boasting competition.
I feel like I'd be good at it, but also no.
No, that's not how you do a boasting competition. You say, I'm very good at it. In fact, I'm the best at it.
All right, sounds like you're going to go.
What if you're going the humble brag route? There's a lot of ways you can tackle that.
Here's a thought, though. If there is a game you'd like to do in particular, you don't feel quite confident, I might be able to coach you, so to speak.
Ooh.
Very special help action. Wink.
I mean...
Valka, Valka, sit on Six Killer's shoulder, put robe on. Valka, pretend. Six Killer, do work.
I don't know about that. The last person that touched these robes was very grossed out.
No. Have find bigger robe. Six Killer not fit in Valka robe. No, find bigger robe.
Right.
But find bigger robe.
I mean, at best, I guess I might be able to lift some stuff all right. I mean, if we got pianos around here. I've already established that. Providing it's like a regular stand-up piano, not like a grand piano. That
What
would just
about
be
a piano in the shape of a boulder?
that could be something. Well, if there's like a drinking contest, I could do that too. But I don't think there's anything like that.
What if hand Valka tin of vegetables, canned tin vegetables make stronger?
I used to be able to do a thing where I would crush it in one hand and it would shoot out and I would get it all in one go. I really
leafy mass.
I really like canned spinach. It's just as bitter as the rest of my life.
It's so green.
It's also lackluster, so it fits.
Yeah.
Marrowmorn
So-
just starts walking over to the melee wrestling map. She's like, well, we gotta win these points, y'all.
Yay, melee!
All right, let's
All right.
go. All right, so
She starts putting on the oil.
Oh my goodness.
Grease
Oh,
it.
Marrowmorn, you just want to wrestle some ladies.
Hang on.
Oh, no. We need points. No.
I am also trying for points.
I
bet you're
believe
trying
that was
for
the
points.
quiet part out
Different
loud.
points.
Guys, I'm pretty sure if you type this in, you get to some websites you're supposed to be 18 plus to get into. I don't know if we
What's
can
a
continue down
website?
this path.
It's a place where arachnids keep all of their favorite web designs.
I
Why
love
has
it.
there not been like a library that's run by spiders to play on the web?
Just
Sure, there
wait.
has been. Yeah.
Making notes.
Sage is like, that's in here. It's like 4 pages in here.
Yeah, just waiting for you guys to get to it.
Yeah, you
God.
role playing for too long. Yeah. Is anyone
Alright,
gonna
so-
fight Marrowmorn, or is it just her?
I
in
thought you
a,
wanted to
like, a
fight some
oil-
maidens. You don't
I
want to
mean,
fight
if
me.
we're,
I'm full of
No, I
I
mean,
could
actually,
take,
is
I could
anyone else
take you,
there?
Marrowmorn.
Oh, yeah, if that's it, yeah. Again, she's like nudging Valka to the boasting competition. Like, you got this. I believe in you.
You all can, multiple of you can participate in a round two.
Okay.
It doesn't just have to be one of you.
Oh.
Tag
mean,
team,
alright,
back
I guess-
again. Oil it up.
I guess if
right
you're
now.
gonna peer pressure me into the boasting competition, I can do that. On paper, I'm not supposed to be able to be good at it, but maybe I can finagle my way through.
All right, so we've got Marrowmorn and Valka for boasting.
What's the other strength contest?
Oiled boasting.
So there's
Uh,
boulder, there's hatchet.
So,
Oh, I'll do the hatchet. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've
and
got
short bow.
the hatchets
Short
and,
bow.
and stone.
Archery.
Six-Killer can't do the oil wrestling because oil on feathers is not good.
And Marrowmorn would like to do oil wrestling and boasting.
All right.
Yeah. Boast
Kind
about
of
your
Jen's
oil
life.
wrestling.
Yeah.
Guess I'm gonna fight.
We do some wrestling.
Some old fisticuffs. Yep. Claws in, not out.
Then I can't use the feet I just picked up.
Oh.
Gonna do a melee, and then so let's see. No one's doing archery, right?
Oh,
Not
I
yet.
can do archery as well,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
especially with a +5.
Yeah, do it.
Ooh,
What is
yeah.
archery under?
So it'd be you would be using a short bow. So you'd be making an attack with a short bow if you're proficient with
Oh.
one.
I could do the stone thing and the boasting, I guess. Maybe I'll think my way around these problems.
All right, Valka will be doing.
You don't tell me if I'm proficient. I'll
Is a
just
hand-
assume I'm not.
Is a hand axe a simple weapon?
Yes, it's a simple weapon.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm good with that.
Marrowmorn will not boast. She will hand axe and oil wrestle.
Oh,
So we need to win at least. If we just compete, we in 2 each we get 8 points. So
Yeah. Alright, now this one
You
I'm
did
trying
it.
to figure out what. Well, I'll do the boulder thing too. Whatever the.
well,
boulder
yeah.
is.
So it's for participating, it's like if you're doing any of the games, you get 1 point, not one for each.
Okay.
Oh.
okay. Uh-oh.
So
well.
yeah, so if each of you are choosing
3
to
points or
participate,
4 points total.
yeah.
I mean, I am proficient at short bows.
Well, you'll see. you'll see a young elven woman who, as people start filing in and sort of spreading out as they're carrying their food and, wearing their Sunday casuals. And you see this young elven woman, she'll say, "Step right up for any of you who wish to take on this archery contest of feat of finesse. Let's see your best." And she'll, open up the gate and welcome any of you all to step in. So, how it'll go is that each of you will make 3 attack rolls using your stats for what you would get for making your short bow, and then tell me what your to roll is to hit, and then I will tell you whether or not, or how many points you'll receive as a result.
I'm gonna use my Guy Fieri dice for this one.
All right.
There you go. It's
Have
got
to,
flames
I
on it.
packed everything.
Heck yeah. All right.
All right, so we've got LuVon, and then Valka.
Yeah, I'll try.
All right. 6 killer, are you doing this one too?
Yes. I'm rolling a what?
So you'll make an attack with the short bow. So it'd be your proficiency plus your dexterity bonus.
Okay.
7.
You completely missed the target.
I'm just warming up.
Oh,
Make sure you bring up your elbow as I pull it up, and 17.
Ooh, nice.
rolls. Oh, I got a non-natural 20.
Nice.
Nice. You, LuVon, you get it just a couple rings from outside of the bullseye. 6 killer, you nail it right into the bullseye.
Nice.
And then let's see how my ladies do. Ooh, that one's pretty good. 9, 8, and you see that the other two, that they also get like just outside of the other 3, they just get it right outside the bullseye, and one of them also just like misses completely. And then second round.
Thank goodness I'm not the only one.
If you were to lower your bow a little bit. Sorry.
Like this? Like that?
Well, there you go. Just make sure you have it steady. That's the key point.
Is the elbow supposed to be like in or out?
Straight. This elbow right here, right by your face, up.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Like that?
A little too high.
Do not
14.
shoot food. No, okay.
But it's better than last time.
Also 14, you get 4th from the outside, so you know it's reasonable. You get 4 points for the second one.
21.
Oh hell yeah! Right smack into the bullseye.
This one does badly. Got an 8.
Oh yeah, it just like clinks, pings off the edge of the target and lands on the grass.
See, Valka? Not easy. Doing good, yes.
That's not
Ooh.
what these arms are used to doing.
And all 3 of the other maidens who are competing with you just fucking miss completely. Like one of them just like
turns, yeah.
one of them
Marrowmorn
just
turns
barely
and
gets
goes,
the target.
They're going to help us. Interesting.
Well, wind shift, bad wind, not paying attention. Haha. Friendly competition, yes.
All right.
Gotta check the wind. All right, third
Throwing
round.
Shade from a shade.
For this one, picture yourself as a snake about to attack a frog.
Why would I attack a frog?
Easy prey. Line yourself up. Look them dead in the eye. Pull back. And then let go.
What get?
Okay. I get it. And he tries to copy your form. He's like, all right, I think I got it. And he holds it for way too long. And then he goes, just watch this. And that is going to be a 21.
Holy
Wow.
shit!
Oh, Ooh.
Valka did well with some pointers, right in the bullseye.
I got a
Thank you,
16
LuVon.
this time. Absolutely. There you
Yeah.
are.
I got a 18. So we all did really well. Way to go, everybody.
Yeah, so with LuVon 16, you get it 6th ring from the outside, so you get 6 points, and then with an 18, you get it from the 8th ring, so 2 rings outside from the bullseye. And so you see that the woman who beckoned you in now, she tallies up your scores, and LuVon got 23, Valka got 14, 6 Killer 18, and then the other maidens got 3.5, 17, and a 7. And so she goes over to LuVon, lifts up his hand, and declares you to be the winner.
Yay!
Everyone cheers.
Fantastic game all around. Well, it's supposed to be cheery, right? Yeah. Fantastic.
Of the crowd.
Yeah. And
Good job, good job. And Marrowmorn just like makes a note and like one extra point. Right, we're halfway there. 5 points.
Right.
We got this in the bag.
nice. And so you all can do the there is the hand axe throwing,
Alright,
the
it's
hatchet
axe
throwing.
time.
There is a hammer toss, and then there is the crown of kings. All right, so
Alright, so let's in all of those.
Axe.
all right, axe hatchets.
What are we rolling?
So it'll be an attack with hand axes are strength. So your strength plus your proficiency. And then give me 3 attack rolls. So we've got LuVon, we've got. Is LuVon doing this one?
Oh, am I?
You can if you want.
You know what? I'm gonna sit out for this one, but I'm gonna be right behind, like being super coach.
Hell yeah. Sorry. So we've got Marrowmorn, we've got 6 Killer, and then Valka, were you doing this one?
No, he's sitting this one out. He's writing down very important notes about archery right now.
Of course.
Is it plus, because mine will be 6 on every roll?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Marrowmorn got a 22 the first time.
Oh, nice.
Very good.
You throw that right into the bullseye.
Oh, are we doing one at a time? I rolled 3.
Okay, I'll do.
Alright. One
14
misses.
and 18.
Ooh. Two of these maidens completely missed their first throw. And then 6 Killer, what was your first throw?
My first one is 15.
15. Ooh, pretty good. That lands you right in the bullseye as well. And all right, second throw. Ooh,
13.
that one got a natural 20.
Oh,
13, that'll get you into the 3rd ring for 3 points. 7, miss. Ooh, pretty good. And then what'd you get?
Non-natural 20.
Nice. That'll get you another bullseye as you just like start piling them into each other. All right, and 3rd round. What'd you get, Marrowmorn?
18.
Nice.
Marrowmorn goes, watch this, and then like throws the axe sideways under her leg as she kicks it up. Quite, but
And as it sinks into the bullseye, everyone goes wild. 6 Killer, what'd you get?
I got 21.
Nice. Damn, so
I rolled them all at the same time. Sorry, I don't have actual dice, so I'm not lying.
yeah, but just the axes are like embedding themselves into the previous
Yeah,
one.
Right.
she splits the axe.
Perfect.
tongue.
Yeah, she looks over at Marrowmorn like doing the leg thing, and then just throws it and it splits the axe.
Marrowmorn Peanuts walks away.
He split that other axe in twain.
You see this dwarven woman who is leading in the hatchet throwing is like goes over to Six Killer and is like, "Good job, you win. You've got 15 points, a perfect triple bullseye, a new record." And so,
Thank you. Six Killer Hope aim stays true on real enemy.
And everyone, you hear a very cantankerous "yeah" as you see people are like starting to fill up flagons and eat snacks, and everyone's starting to get hype. And since you set the new record, you get an extra point in addition to the point for winning.
Don't worry, Marrowmorn. We'll get those ladies.
We might not need to. We might not need to.
Well, we need them. But don't worry, you'll still get to oil wrestle, I'm sure.
If we don't need to, I'm not going to. I wasn't trying
No, it's
to be
okay.
a
You
perv.
can if you want
Oh
to.
my
I think you
God.
should.
You don't have to back
People
off.
pay a
now.
lot of money to do that. Even if we don't get points from it, I think we should set up some sort of like collection or like a bet.
Pass the hat.
Yeah.
There's no passing this hat.
But it can hold so much.
Too much.
I need it.
All right, and so the next event that is happening is the hammer toss, where you've got a huge like stone hammer on a leather string that you run and then chuck to see who throws it the farthest. Or the event after that is the Crown of Kings, where you have to lift up the boulders and put them onto the barrels.
Now
Do they
that
have-
sounds like athletics.
Do they have bullfrog
Yes.
jumping in this one?
They do not.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
All right.
We didn't
which
have
one-
time to get the bullfrogs anyway.
Do they have matching your top to your pants competition in this one?
And like when,
Oh, okay, just
I mean, I
checking. I thought we.
wish.
yeah. And when are the novice magic rounds? And how late do they go until you get to masters?
All right. Marrowmorn would do the hammer slinging one,
Yeah,
but not the
hammer
boulder
toss.
one. Look at that.
The boulder upsets Marrowmorn.
Boulder.
The boulder will not be seen on today's episode.
All right, so we've got Marrowmorn for the hammer toss. Anyone else going?
Let's see. That's
it-
got to be strength, though, right? So technically,
Or is it
that-
dex?
So it'll be a dexterity saving throws because you're gonna run up to a line and then throw. So you'll make a dex throw to make sure you don't cross the line, and then if you do make the dex throw, then it'll be whoever has the highest athletics wins.
Oh, then absolutely.
Try.
Let's go, LuVon.
You got this.
Gotta really make sure we throw it at the right part of that loop, right?
Just need to stretch. Yeah. Okay, here we are.
All right, let's go. All right, make those as you all line up, and there's like a track that's set out for you, and they pass the hammer off. And so LuVon, you are up first. Let's see that dexterity saving throw. Get limber.
And that is a 15.
Oh yeah, you're good. Make that athletics check.
And that is a 13.
All right, pretty decent, Marrowmorn, let's see what you got.
All right, yeah. Marrowmorn pulls out a hammer. She goes, Yes, I've worked on a lot of bodies that died by this kind of hammer. It's a Tolson 299. It's quite," and she just starts running with it. Okay.
That's very that calm.
15 on dexterity.
Nice. Make your athletics check.
That's 6.
Ooh, and you go to chuck it, and it kind of like catches a little bit. So like wobbles, and it just kind of.
So you just gotta kiss the surface, Marrowmorn, next time.
All right, let's see. And tell me, what is this maiden who looks like as she steps up the plate to chuck this hammer?
It's probably that sexy tiefling one.
Sexy
Sorry, were you
A
saying,
tiefling.
beefling?
Beefling.
I was gonna say she looks like Angelica Hudson. I don't know why.
Who's Angelica Hudson?
Morticia Adams.
Oh, a tiefling who looks like Morticia Adams. I can get into that.
Wow. All right.
I need fan
Good
art.
evening, folks.
Angelica Houston.
Oh, Houston.
That's
Houston. Okay.
Angelica
I
Hudson
was
might
like,
be
wait,
someone else.
yes.
All
That's
right,
who I thought. Yeah.
she's going to make her deck save, and with her athletics, she gets a 10. So LuVon, you still have the farthest. All right, who
Now
is
I
this?
want her to win.
All right, what does this next lady look like? Oh, she does not make her deck save.
I was gonna say she's got like hair just full of like flowers. It's like beautiful. It looks like a I'm sorry,
Betty White.
Betty White.
Betty White, hair full of flowers.
Younger. Yeah.
I like it. Young Betty. Oh, young Betty White is a babe.
Yeah.
Sweet
Oh, I was
tolerance.
thinking older Betty White. And she
Oh,
just
older
has-
Betty White. Yeah, older Betty White. Yeah.
That's why she didn't do very well.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
she
But it's
she
okay.
clearly
Ageism.
steps over the line.
Oh no. She couldn't see it.
And then, what's this third contestant look like?
Third one. Short.
It's Danny DeVito.
But a woman.
Yeah, a woman.
All right, I'm coming up to the plate.
Yeah.
It's Danny with an I and then DeVita.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
perfect.
Danny DeVita, this stout dwarven lady with a full beard, black beard, and receding hairline runs up to the plate, and she goes
Like a
to
golf
she
shirt.
yeah
We're
she
gonna
chucks
get real weird with it.
she chucks the hammer with such vigor that it actually like pulls her body over the line.
Oh,
And so LuVon, you have
You should get
won
another
the second round.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
so
think
good.
Danny DeVito should get a second try. I really like her.
Beautiful. All right, and so the next event is the Crown of Kings, where you will need a minimum strength of 11 to participate. And so basically how it goes is that there are 5 stones and 5 barrels, and on each of these barrels you can see that there's a depiction of a, like, what looks to be like this sort of regal figure, and you have to run up and each stone is progressively larger than the last, and you have to run up and put this this boulder on top of this barrel as quickly as you can. And you can see that there is one woman who she is keeping time by beating on a drum. And so, depending on your athletics check, will determine and how many beats of her drum that you can get accomplish it. And so you're trying to get to the end the fastest.
Valka, this is all you.
I'll try it. I don't know how good I am at rhythm on land.
Valka, what's your strength score?
14.
Okay.
Ant strength.
And is Valka, are you the only one participating in this one?
I was gonna do it too.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Good.
Nice. All right, and so as you all line up, and you see that this woman is poised, ready to start drumming, and you see there is you see that someone shoots an arrow off to signify for you all to begin running towards your first stone, and so yes, each of you make a. Let me see here. Wait, where is it? Sorry. One moment. Just want to make sure I tell you the right check.
Gonna burn out that rolling hand.
You know, I already rolled it. I just gotta know what I'm adding.
Also, these cornets are delicious. It's
You
been
were
a real long.
Okay, yeah, it is an athletics check. All right, so as you run up to the first stone, make an athletics check.
8.
17.
Ooh, nice.
Because I have +6 to athletics. I never use it.
So Six Killer, you run up to this first one, and with just one beat of this drum, you're able to put it up on there. with the average being 3 beats. Valka, you have to struggle a little bit, and it takes 4 beats for you to lift up the first one. And you see... Ooh, bad. You can see that there are 2 of them that are struggling with you, Valka, and one of them who is keeping pace with you, 6 killer. And then you run up to the second stone, which you see, like, this one the first one was 50 pounds, this one is now 100 pounds that you are lifting up and putting onto this barrel. So
Marrowmorn and LuVon are doing, like, a play-by-play and color commentary. All right, so now on the side.
Hell yeah.
Over the drums, you're shouting.
And that one has picked up the rock. Oh, but that one has also picked up the rock. And they are lifting... Oh,
you know, I haven't seen 6 killer pick up a rock since 08, when they
It's a bold play. Let's see if it works out.
The boulder.
I got a 6.
I got a 16.
All right, so it only takes you 2 beats to lift up this one. This one is definitely noticeably heavier. But Valka, this one it's so much harder. It's so much more weight. It takes you and the other 3 maidens who are competing. It each takes you 5 beats to heave this thing up on top.
Why couldn't it have been shaped like a piano?
And then let's go for the third round.
Ooh.
14.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got a 13.
So each of you get up the next one in the average 3 beats. This one's like 150 pounds, and you're just like having to adjust a little bit. But 6 killer, you are definitely still ahead of everyone by a long shot. And then up to the 4th one. Ooh, that one got a natural 20.
12.
23.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you are hustling, 6 killer. So it takes... Valka, it takes you 4 beats. Pretty. You can see that the other maidens are starting to pick up the pace, and we come to the last one.
All right, no whammies.
I would like that to stay on the table. That's still not great. 8.
15.
4. And so you are able to do the last one in the average 3 beats. Valka, as you try to lift this one, it's like 250 pounds, and you literally cannot budge this rock. It is... You don't meet the requisite strength requirement. But 6 killer, you come through with flying colors as you manage to make this run in 10 seconds. You have lifted 5 of these huge rocks.
Oh my god, I lifted 5 of the rocks. I lifted 5 of Dwayne the Rock Johnson, guys. That's amazing.
In 10 seconds.
In 10 seconds, I lifted 5 Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Dwayne every 2 seconds.
Is there some sort of speech that's supposed to happen?
Oh shit! We need one more point. So let's hold up on speak.
One of the
I wanted to make a rock joke.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry.
You see the drummer who she announces, and she announces 6 killer as the winner, and she says, and with a new record, beating out our shield maiden Sarah, we have 6 killer, and everyone goes wild.
Wow.
Speech, we got a lot of points.
Yeah. 6 killer holds the mic up to Sarah and says, Sarah, have words? And when Sarah opens her mouth, 6 killer says, 6 killer does not care what Sarah have to say. Yeah, that's a lot.
Just imagine a huge bird screaming out of your face.
Sex killer, not what you have to say.
Just open up the beak and just like caw loudly. Oh, that is so good.
As a side note, because I guess all native men really do look the same, my father was mistaken for Dwayne the Rock Johnson very often when I was a child.
Oh, that's
Incredible.
goodness. Oh man. All right. So left we have we have the melee trial. So either wrestling or fisticuffs, and then the boasting contest.
I mean, we got the points we need, but we could keep playing.
You could keep playing. It is fun.
I do want to see LuVon punch the shit out of some people.
Yeah, I want to see someone oil wrestle.
Yeah, Marrowmorn's already back on the mat oiling up again, so like we
spirit.
could
We need to finish
leave
this
now, but also yeah.
Marrowmorn already used oil. Must continue.
Swipe it out.
All right, so I'll say for Marrowmorn with the wrestling, since this will be opposed grapple checks, it'll be basically whoever wins the initial grapple will get the sort of first move, and then from there, you'll make another one to see if they get out. And if you win that second one, then you'll get to, you'll roll to be able to, like, get them into a pin or, like, shift to put them into, into a lock. And then it'll be a third one that if you win, you'll be able to get them to tap out.
Whew, okay.
All right, so let's go. Marrowmorn. Let me pull up my Shield Maiden stance. And
What will I be rolling?
Ooh, you'll be rolling Strength Athletics. And so what
We'll
is
be rolling in the mud.
in the mud?
Rolling in the mud.
Tell me, what is Marrowmorn's combatant look like?
Oh no, you all describe her. She's invisible. All right.
You all were really
I said you all
having a
describe
think.
her. Cricket. Oh, she's a giant cricket. All right.
Fighting a cricket.
I was just thinking of lyrics for Rolling in the Deep, but about Marrowmorn being all oiled.
Oiled in the deep.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Cool.
Banana boat inside of my pores. Then it clogs in. No, sorry.
That's acne.
All right, so as you see, this woman who has been affectionately nicknamed Cricket, you see is the
Nice save.
Very wily, long limbs. All right.
yes, exactly. This tall woman who she appears to be. It almost seems like maybe of like troll descent, as she has this mohawk of purple hair and this sort of greenish gray skin, and she's wearing the leotard, and she also freshly oiled. She's got these very lithe and slender muscles, and she kind of ambles onto the mat and ready. And so give me that athletics.
And Marrowmorn also like stripped down to like a lavender unitard situation and like knee-high boots. Yep. So there's got a bunch of dark lavender tattoos on the thighs. All right.
Now, wait, is it full like leotard like high school wrestling, or are we going like what's that Netflix show?
Glow?
Glow.
It's not that glamorous.
It's it's like 1920s bathing suit style. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, she did pretty good.
But did she do a 21 good?
She got a 23.
Wow.
All right,
so the cricket sings
all right, so
again.
what does my shame look like? Yeah.
My friend Marrowmorn did meet the athletics check.
So you see that she, like, incredibly perceptive and incredibly fast. She, saw ahead where you're going to dive in to sort of get her down to the mat. And she takes a step back and she brushes her leg behind you and she uses her knee to, like, knock your knee out from underneath you to get you onto the ground. And then she immediately, like, brings her body on top of you in, like, a half mount.
Right. Cool. A judo trip. I'll love it. Okay. All right.
All right. Let's go to see if you can get out of this.
Cool.
24. Ooh, yeah, she got an 11. So what is it that Marrowmorn does to, like, get out of this half mount?
Okay. If she's in a half mount, so Marrowmorn's probably going to do a little, like, she's got something that's a big thigh. She's going to do, like, a lower twist and then, like, use that to roll on top of, yeah, but it's probably also got her back to her. So she's, like, crab holding her down. So her back is on top of this person's, like, front.
Oh, brilliant. All right, so let's make you both will be neutral, so we'll make a third one to see if you can get an advantage now that you're back on top. Ooh.
13.
And so when you're in this awkward crab position, she takes one of your legs with her arms and she takes it and she uses that force to, like, bring you back over and slams you basically, like, onto your face in the ground. And you can tell that she is starting to go for, like, a leg lock. So let's see if you can get out of this.
22.
Oh, and it goes back Marrowmorn again with the advantage, just wriggling out of it.
And Marrowmorn does the worm and manages to buck her off, and then probably has like is like tied down, but like so they're like it's like face to face, like a 6 and a 9 approaching, but not fully. Yeah, so she's got her face on the other person's face.
Yeah, so you all can like. Yeah, take a second to, like, back up and get on your knees and back into, like, a neutral position to, like, sort of go. Start it going again. All right, let's see it. She even had advantage on that last one. She got double 10s.
23. Rolling fire on this.
I love it. How is it that you get the advantage on this one?
Yes. Okay. She having already missed out once, she pretends again to dive through the legs, and then when a cricket faints, she does a little, like, side somersault and then pops down and, like, nails her to the ground.
Nice. All right, you'll have advantage.
I don't know cool names for wrestling. Sorry.
All right, you'll have advantage.
I call this the donkey. No, that's the bad one. I call this Grandmother's Sunday. There we go. Oof. 20 flat.
Oh, and what do you pin down or get in the lock in order to get her to tap out?
Left leg, right front arm. Or it's only one arm. Sorry.
Perfect.
She's not a real cricket. Yeah.
And yeah, eventually you feel this tap on your thigh to release her, and then we'll offer a handshake, and we'll definitely give like a very like stern nod of approval. Excellent.
Yes. Yeah, Marrowmorn just goes, "Do you want this ham?" and is like slapping her thigh as she walks back to her friends. 11 points. We didn't need it.
You sure did show her your ham.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Well, I think we have. I mean, it is 8:00. If you all want to do the boasting contest and call it evening, or do you all want to end it here and save those for next week for our finale?
I thought LuVon over there was gonna fight that turtle with a red headband, but
yeah, we should save it so we can.
Yeah.
Oh,
Having to go up against Ralphie?
I mean,
turtle.
if not him, one of his 3 brothers, I
Yeah,
guess.
they all got headbands.
I like it. All right. Well, we will save the rest of these contests for next week. This has been an excellent time, but we shall go ahead. Yes, in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Poor Riana will be in moving hell, and so to save you all make sure that you have time to get settled and get ready in your new place. We will be reconvening in 2 weeks. So on March the 19th, we will have our finale of this season. But don't worry, we have season 3 coming up after we'll take a little month and a half break. And in our interim, we will also have a casual Q&A wine and cheese night. So, crack open a bottle of wine or your favorite beverage, get some fancy snacks, and we'll have a sweet hangout time.
Yeah.
Yes. But all right, friends, let us draw that giveaway winner. Soke Samurai.
Congratulations.
Oh, wait. Was there one I had to drive? Yes. Soke Samurai said back in 10, gotta drive home. So
oh, no!
I don't know if they're gonna
all right.
be back in time.
We will.
They're here. Never mind.
Oh, sweet.
Good
I'm glad you're here. Glad you got home safe.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Type exclamation point claim in the chat to claim your wonderful prize, and then whisper me with your name and your email address, and I will get you those PDFs. This has been a great time, friends, and I have been your storyteller this evening, Sage.
And I've been the Willy Boo at the Willy Boo, fun posting online and having a good time. And looks like it is Betty Bye time for Chance. So, in the meanwhile, you can find me usually talking about Donkey Kong on Twitter, or usually on Thursdays we're doing the Shadows We Cast over at twitch.tv/Colonel Cherub. So check it out.
And I'm Riana. You can find me at DIY Ferret on everything. I write some stuff sometimes, and you can also find me on every other Tuesday on the Star Trek game that I've been running. It's a lot of fun if you like Star Trek and us goofing off a lot. Just like this one, but Star Trek.
It is a lot of fun, actually. I like catching it when I can. And I've been Matt, your boulder lifting ant strength elf, who apparently can actually shoot a bow. Although Curse of Lords has finished, it's not the end for the podcast. There's going to be something coming up that I'm working on, so keep a lookout for that in the future. Other than that, I don't really have anything on the horizon at the moment, but you'll be the first to know. What do you got going, Jen?
And I've been Jen. I am covered in oil. Gotta wash this off with some dirt. Let it clump up and then water. That's how you do it.
That's right.
You can find me at the Jenya on Twitter and Instagram, or my comics and RPGs at Haunted Vault Studios. I also game with all femme presenting, family friendly D&D podcast, D20 Games. You can find it anywhere podcasts are free. We just started season 4. But I'd like to popcorn this back so we can talk about Rihanna's new Kickstarter.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, it's not my Kickstarter. I just helped write on it.
Yes.
If you're okay, so everyone here likes tabletop RPGs. If you're interested in kickstarting for a tabletop RPG that's entirely native run and designed and written by, if you're interested in a sci-fi alternate history where colonization never happened anywhere because of a huge, massive extinction and climate change event, and instead some cool sci-fi, almost magic-y stuff happened, and you'd like to see it set in the Americas with an entirely native perspective, then yeah, you can go to Coyote and Crow on Kickstarter or find it on Twitter. There's a lot of links everywhere, but I'm really proud of it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and yeah, if you're interested in doing something like that and supporting us, I would really appreciate it. We also have an option where if you don't want a physical copy, or if you want to buy an extra one, we will send it to you, send it in your name. We'll cover shipping costs to res libraries all over the US and Canada, and possibly other places once we figure everything out, because it's been a really successful Kickstarter, which is thank you everybody so much. We're gonna hit Actually, I was looking at it. We're gonna hit like $300,000 here in a second. I know it's really
That's
wild.
awesome.
It's spectacular.
All we wanted was 18, so thank you, everybody. I really thank you.
Oh, and speaking of Kickstarters, if you pay attention to Monday, Celeste will be on Nerdarchy to make a very special Venture Maidens Kickstarter announcement. There might be something cool in the works.
That's exciting.
Yes, so, oh man, Kickstarter season is here, and I love it. I'm going to give all of my money to all the indie creators because you all are my fucking heroes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got funded, and we're going to have a free version, so you don't have to support Coyote and Crow. You should save your money for whatever Venture Maidens is coming out with here in a second. That's exciting.
Yes, but this has been a good time, friends. We will be here in 2 weeks. Next Wednesday, we'll be doing our Rime of the Frost Maiden, continuing our playthrough of episode 8 out of 10. So we are rapidly getting towards the end of that campaign. And yeah, this has been a real great time. And you know what you all should do until next time? Feast away!